Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Nick and Friends here at the Celebrity Ballroom in downtown Beloit. We have another sold-out capacity crowd. There may be a seat or two up in the balcony, but otherwise things are really tight. So, but of course, there's always room at home for all of you live streaming us in. We got a lot of, we got some songs for you tonight. We got some storytelling. And we may even have an interview along the way. So we'll see how that goes, but let's start with some music. Johnny Whitnabell, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny's on guitar. We got Voodoo on drums tonight. We got Zach sitting in on the bass. Our friend Greg Gerard's a little under the weather tonight, so Zach stepped up like a trooper. Not only is he on the bass, but he also is running the studio here that, along with Mott's and the broadcasting team of Sky and Anson and Jazzy Jazz of Mine. We got all kinds of people helping out here, so gonna having lots of fun. We got Amy Van Duren behind me on saxophone. She was practicing her vocals earlier, just stepping in and doing vocals, so maybe we'll see some of that. Maybe we'll see some of that as well. Thanks to Brian Morello and his Celebrity Ballroom staff for setting up some wonderful refreshments. To where I'm going someday. I really don't think it's essential that I do everything that I say. Well, you might feel like crying over this life that we live. You might think I'm not trying to give all that I can give. You grab your pad and pencil, strap on this guitar. You can play the minstrel, I'll sit where you are. Hey, yeah. Well, you might feel like credit. I think a little credit is due. I really don't think you get it, just what I'm going through. And I'm able to provide. Did you think I was the exception? I wouldn't have to scratch and fight. You have your plan to buy it. I'll put a mind to that beer. You can sing what you like, just make sure it's what we want to hear. Good job. Sunset. Success keeps eluding me. Time don't issue a rain check for missed opportunity. And everybody's laying brick, trying to keep our desire. Nah, just keep rubbing sticks to try and set the world on fire. Is my glass full or half empty? You sit there poker face. All the letters you sent me are ashes in the fireplace. Hey, hey. Amy on the saxophone, Johnny on lead guitar. So thanks again. We're going to do a song that's relatively new. It's called One Fine Day. This might be one where Amy just picks up her microphone. Let's find out. My heart beats strong again that dark that Cupid sent. Hit its mark the first time that we met. Such luck, if turned to gold, no truck could bear the load. Buckle up, we haven't even started yet. And sometimes I giggle like a little kid. Sometimes I try, but I just can't keep it hid. Your touch. One fine day. One fine day. One fine day to be in love. One fine day. One fine day. It's one fine day to be in love. Your touch gives me a thrill. How much? Just wait until we get home and sit down by the fire. One glass goes to my head. Let's pass. Go straight to bed. This burning love is burning with desire. And sometimes I giggle like a little kid. Sometimes I try, but I just can't keep it hid. And it's one fine day. Yeah, it's one fine day. One fine day to be in love. One fine day. One fine day. It's one fine day to be in love. Solo. Our love is built to last above any storms that pass, sailed around our blue and sunny sky. Oh, split man and wife just say, I'm yours for life. All these hearts dancing in our eyes. And sometimes I giggle like a little kid. Sometimes I try, but I just can't keep it hid. And it's one fine day, one fine day, one fine day to be in love. One fine day, one fine day, one fine day to be in love. Hey, great singing out there. If you were here, you would have heard just a roar of the crowd, all singing along with us. Thank you. Wow. I'm not sure the floor can hold this kind of weight. We got Johnny's going to do a song, and then we're going to get the professor up here, the Professor's Almanac.
happy that I got to fly at all. But I flew too close to the sun. That's how I ended up on the ground. Didn't mean to hurt no one, just ended up hurting myself. I wish I had my wings, but I'm going to after today. I flew too close to the sun, now I'm back to square one. Well, I flew too close to the sun, now I'm back to square one.
All right, Johnny. Professor Fink, we see you out there. Make your way to the stage, sir. Professor Chris Fink. And his amazing story. Do you have any acorns this year? Toads, frogs, hey, birds.
Yeah, last time I brought acorn caps, no visual aids this time. I did get a gift today, which I'm going to share with you. Brian Morello, there's Brian back there. This is Brian's joint. It's called Celeb or Brian's joint. He gave me a text. He goes, I found this letter in an old Beloit fiction journal. And this was a fan letter that I had gotten, the best fan letter I'd ever gotten. And I lost that sucker. I brought it down here. Every spring when we put out the new Beloit fiction journal, which I edit, we have a kickoff party down here. And I brought this letter, which was pinned to my bulletin board in my office. I brought it to read, and then I must have left it in a book. And I kicked myself for losing this thing. But now I have it back, thanks to Brian. It was from 2017. Listen to this. Dear Chris, I am 93 and have written and translated 200 and more stories and have been reading literary journals since the time when there existed only a few. Fortunately, now exist at least a couple hundred. And I have never read one in which every story, as in this number, is a pearl. Every one. Congratulations to you and your editors for your impeccable discernment and unflagging taste. H.E. Francis, who, by the way, made it, he was 93 when he sent this letter in 2017. He made it to 100. So if you make it to 100, that's something. Anyway, I'm happy to have this back. Thanks, Brian. I'm going to pin it back to my bulletin board to get me through the dark times. Okay, I'm going to read you a couple things. These are the little nature essays I write for public radio and produce. And you say nature essay, and that sounds boring, so hopefully they're not. But I can promise you they're short. They're fall themed. These are fall themed ones. This first one is called Nighthawks. You know what? I like birds. Anybody like birds out there? There's all kinds of bird folks. Nighthawks. I don't need to say anything then. On an afternoon bike ride last week west of Beloit, I noticed a rare bird knifing across the horizon. Bigger than a dove, but smaller than a seagull, more angular than either. A nighthawk. Not so rare, just unusual at this hour. I pedaled on, congratulating myself for the sighting. On the next rise along Kessler Road, I was surprised again. Dragonflies, an enormous hatch. Suddenly, everywhere I looked over the fields, the sky was stacked high with dragonflies. It's been another dry year. You have to hunt to find a mosquito. I wondered what the dragonflies could be feeding on. It seemed like a poor time to emerge into this world. But the nighthawk had awoken early to a dragonfly feast. By the time I pedaled into my driveway, a full-blown frenzy cracked open above my yard. The dragonflies occupied a strata of sky just at the treetops, and the nighthawks were among them. A dozen birds so close you could see the racing stripes on their wings. Their jackknife acrobatics thrilled me. The dragonflies were so plenteous the nighthawks could have lazily picked them off, but they were electrified, showing off. I could feel a change happening in me as well. I had been a passive watcher, but now my whole body buzzed with the electricity of the performance. I called Bria and Iris, and we craned our necks to the treetops. No way those birds could maneuver like that. I had the sense that all life was happening at once, just here on the small stage of my backyard, and my small family was a part of it. Telling about it now, I can almost feel it again, what it was like. There you go. Hopefully you could feel what it was like. Okay, a lot of these things, not much happens. And this one, something happens. I just got done with fall break, and I spent a lot of time doing chores. I live in the country, including working on my wood pile. This is called hand meet chainsaw. When my hand met the chainsaw, I was just finishing up the trailer load of dead elm, working quickly so I could get to my noon appointment. I had stolen this sunny morning to try to get the wood pile in shape. It always feels good to steal a morning and cut a load of wood. Don't ask me why. I was heating up beneath my old Carhartt, so I shucked it. Shucked too the nice leather gloves with the real alpaca linings that would have saved my fingers had I left them on. Now the trailer was full, and there were just these limbs to deal with. I'm greedy about anything wrist-sized. You could never have too much kindling. I have this nice little overhand chainsaw with a 14-inch bar. The thing really cuts. Of course, it's easy to get careless when you're in a hurry. When my hand met the chainsaw, I wasn't sure how bad it was. You know how that goes. Maybe it's bad, or maybe it's not so bad. Best just to put the glove back on and get home, which is what I did. In the ER during stitches, the nurse said, "You shouldn't be in a hurry." And I said, "When was the last time you weren't in a hurry?" Then, of course, I had to be thankful that it wasn't worse. Every time you have an accident, you always have to be thankful it isn't worse. I have this great Polish doctor who always says that in his Polish accent. It could be worse. It could have been. And I'm thankful it wasn't, I guess. That's all for now.
Thanks, Chris. And I'm sure that letter now is going to be read at the beginning of each semester to those students. That each one of their items stories must be impeccable. Chris will be back up. All right, we got another song for you. We'll call it Deceptively Simple. Every songwriter thinks that their songs are really deep, but nobody quite understands them because we're so much deeper than...
Nobody gets me, man.
Living here in tugboat time. The ship's so big, but to move this rig, it takes something half its size. We're sitting ducks on the way, praying for strong lines. Till the tide lifts, all this continent shifts. We'll be living here in tugboat time. Standing on the corner of hope, I'm hoping that you'll understand. If I asked you for mercy, would you just curse me or extend a helping hand? We broke our faster breaking laws. Once again we're on the run. Spend our lives sharpening knives, bewildered by the things we've done. There's the background singers. bound and gagged, telling us we're telling lies. When the captain heard, he didn't say a word. You could see fear in his eyes. Bottle has been washed ashore. Nobody can find the note. We stand in the sand, waving our hands, thinking it's another boat. Living here in Tugboat Day, living here in Tugboat Time. Ship so big, but to move this rig, it takes something half his size. All right. Here we got a bass solo. Nick solo. On our way, we're praying for strong lines until the tide lifts. All this continent shifts. We'll be living here in tugboat time until the tide lifts. All this continent shifts. We'll be living here in tugboat time. Thank you.
This isn't just the standard CD cut at Celeb. This is the experimental director's take.
Yes. And it's caught on film, or at least recorded for all posterity.
Very nice. We're gonna need all the bootlegs though.
All right, this is a song for everyone who is feeling old or has seen, thinking of things they haven't done, and now here's your chance to pull it all back. Roll back the stone, I'm coming out. I'm tired of this hibernation. It don't matter where I'm going, I just know this ain't my destination. I'm getting up, I'm getting out, I'm having trouble breathing. You know you've been in one place far too long when the guards don't even care you're leaving. So I'm rolling back the stone, rolling back the stone, rolling back the stone on my lost years, yeah, my lost years, yeah, my lost. Pretty young thing in your snow white dress, can't we carry a conversation? I don't want to believe I am perceived as the older generation. Mr. Ed. Now when I talk, I tend to touch. It ain't some kind of sick flirtation. I ain't getting fresh, I'm just getting old. You'll find out once you start aging. You'll be rolling back the
stone. Rolling back the stone. Rolling back the stone. On your lost years, yeah, your lost years, yeah, you lost.
Oh, Johnny. Now all I'm after is a little laughter. Everybody's so serious. Seems every time I open my mouth, somebody's getting furious. And so roll back the stone, I'm coming out. Baby, you better batten down your hatches. I'm going to torch this town if I can just find me some matches. Yeah, I'm rolling back the stone. Rolling back the stone. Rolling back the stone. On my lost years. I'm rolling back the stone. Rolling back the stone. Rolling back the stone. All my lost years, yeah, my lost years. Back the stone. All right. It got quiet. It got quiet. Almost like there was understanding. Like everyone knew.
Usually
Rolling
Greg
back the
conducts that
stone.
one. Usually Greg's the conductor on that one, so.
All right, I don't know. We have our interview guest here yet, so we're gonna go. Johnny's gonna do another tune here.
I like that one.
Is Jerry still here? He came and ate the pizza and left. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. City managers have hard lives, right, Sherry? Because of those council members.
Pop a burrito in the microwave. Watch it spin it round and around. Cook it till it's hot and ready. Gulp that burrito down. a convenience store.
Johnny. All right, we're going to do another song and then get the good professor back up here. Especially if that letter that was read. We just inspired. All right, we're going to do a little Lily and Gish. Well, now Lily and Gish was a mighty fine dish. Always like a minnow from the mouth of a fish. She said please, she got what she wished, and they never had to call her from San Martin. Everybody needs someone to save, like a cat in a tree and a schoolboy brave, waiting for the day he'll be able to shave, drive his own car down to San Martin. Said the world is funny, funnier every day. You can hear her laughing as it goes insane. You can hear her laughing as it goes up the rain. You can see you crying in the pouring rain. Now your sister says she'll never find love. Gets a good man and she brings him up. Then she gets a little kind of do rough. Then the whole thing starts all over again. I thought I understood the way women think, how they could drive a good man to drink. Don't ask me how they do it, I gotta see me straight. See him every morning at 10 a.m. Say the world is funny, funnier every day. You can hear it laughing as it goes insane. You can hear it laughing in the back of your brain. You can see it crying in the pouring rain. Now I can't get to sleep without my nightlight. If it's turned off or if it's too bright, watch a shadow box and rats before they fight. Then I go to sleep with the great big grin. I don't care what you might say, that's the way I am and that's the way I'll stay. You can pack your bags and head straight away. Call you if I need you from San Martin. Said the world is funny, funnier every day. You can hear it laughing as it goes insane. You can hear it laughing in the back of your brain. You can see it crying in the pouring rain. World is funny, funnier every day. You can hear it laughing as it goes insane. You can hear it laughing in the back of your brain. You can see it crying in the pouring rain. World is funny, funnier every day. You can hear it laughing as it goes insane. You can hear it laughing in the back of your brain. You can see it crying in the pouring rain. World is funny, funnier every day. You can hear it laughing as it goes insane. You can hear it laughing in the back of your brain. You can see it crying in the pouring rain. Thank you, Professor Fink. Come on back up here. Bring some more of those letters. Bring some critical ones. They always have to be, oh, so good. This is the last semester you'll be teaching. Something like that.
Well, it's nice to be part of the band, even though I'm talentless. It's sort of like it's sort of like teaching at Beloit College. I had a student argue with me the other day about what they're writing, and I said, "Hey, man, I was just out cutting the grass, and they asked me to come in and teach this class. I don't know." So, I got a couple more pieces for you of the nature essay variety. These are about being in the woods. I like to be in the woods, one of my favorite places to be. And right now is a dangerous time to be in the woods in Wisconsin. You know why? Because you get shot. People with guns out there in the woods. I'm not much of a hunter, but I like to be in the woods. So, and I also like to take risks. So, I'm telling you what my obituary might say one day. Anyway, these are two little pieces about being in the woods. This first one's called beggar's lice. Anybody ever heard that term, beggar's lice? You're about to. If you like to traipse in the woods, or if you have a child, that's why I like to be in the woods. If you like to traipse in the woods, or if you have a child or a dog that sometimes bounds off the trail, you too have been plagued by a pox known as beggar's lice. You might know this nuisance plant by an alias, stick-tight or stick-seed. My wife Bria, who hails from Iowa, calls them simply weed seeds. She is the only one in my family who knows how to rid clothing of them. When a sprig leaps from the understory to adhere to your pants or your hat or your hair, the joy of the traipse vanishes at once. Pull at the stem and the woody part comes away, leaving the little nutlets arrayed on your clothing forever. To remove, I recommend burning, composting, or calling for Bria. You can tell that the 19th century poet-botanist who coined the term, whoever she was, had a special disdain for this plant. Lice aren't nearly wicked enough. These are the lice of beggars. But even the most nettlesome characters have virtues. I decided to read up on beggar's lice. Sure enough, according to ethnobotanists, Native Americans put this plant to good use. They crushed its roots and mixed it with bear oil to treat skin cancer. They seeped its leaves in tea to improve memory. They even used the plant as a love medicine. Imagine. What I hate about the plant, I love about its name. Sometimes the phrase will spring from the forest of language in my brain, and I'll find it suddenly on my lips. Beggar's lice. It's a name at once clever, utilitarian, and euphonic. Once you've heard it, it sticks with you, always. Thanks. All right. This next one is the, oh, I like that. Finally. This next one is the last story in my little book that just came out this year called Forage Like a Bear. I remembered it. It wasn't originally the last story, but the editor, who's from Poland, said, this should be the last story. And I said, you're right. It's called Mulberry Undressed. Like most good things, it's intimate and rare, the way a mulberry tree undresses. Last week, I was lucky to be in the woods to see, you know, mulberries. They're crooked and messy, and birds love them more than people do. Being unpopular makes them shy, and so they disrobe quickly in just a single fall morning. Once one mulberry shakes its leaf, the others join in, and within hours, every mulberry in the forest is bare. This undressing happens the morning after the first hard frost. It must be cold and still, and then the sun must shine. Why is that? Why do mulberries do it this way and not the oaks? A botanist could tell you, but I'm just here to say what it's like. So, overnight, it got down to 20. Next morning, I walked the Peace Trail near Afton, a good place to watch. Mulberries like to line up along a field or a fence or a trail. When the sun hit the river and the frost on a million trees, the Peace Trail lit up. I heard it happening before I saw it, the clicking of the frost-heavy leaves hitting the lime rock path. It's best to train your gaze on a single tree, so I picked a curvaceous mulberry and stood under it. All around me, the green leaves dropped, released by the sun, and soon I was standing ankle deep in a blanket of them. My mulberry seemed startled to have a witness. There's something uncanny about a pile of green leaves dropping, and it smells wrong too, soapy and fresh, more like the start of something than its end. Thanks.
Chris Fink, and he's got stories. If you go to the Nick and Friends website, you can buy a book of his short stories, Farmer's Almanac. And one of these days, when I've written enough songs based on his, I've got about 6 or 7 now, based on each of his short stories, and he's got 15. Although I said that one time and said, I should probably credit him in the songs, and he kind of looked at me like, yep, you probably should. So some of them are, so he's a songwriter in his own right, even if he's writing stories. All right, we're going to do Elevator. And thanks again to Sky on the camera, Jazzalicious over here on camera, and Anson. Looking so impatient, questions I ask, you're pulling out invasion of privacy acts. Don't try to filibuster, I see through your plan. You're trying to hang on to me till you find another man. You're looking too hip, sweat on your lip. You're planning on leaving, have a good trip. Do it now, do it later. Don't think I'm some kind of elevator to bring you up above the town, 'cause the only way you ever bring me is down. Oh! Firstly unsatisfied, that's where I am. I see a lot going on, but I can't join in. I'm getting kind of anxious, I don't have 9 lives. Sometimes I feel like every bee that stings me survives. Why don't you claim you're feeling the same? Here's the divorce papers, baby, sign your name. Do it now, do it later. Don't think I'm some kind of elevator to bring you up above the town, 'cause the only way you ever bring me is down. I said I shouldn't need this bottle to help me get through. She said I could drown all your sorrows if I could drown you. You're nagging me all the time, I'm too weak to fight back. I try to add up all the good times, I have to subtract. Don't need a new invention to relieve my tension. Just your damn name right where the lawyer mentioned. Do it now, do it later. Don't think I'm some kind of elevator. Bring you up above the town. 'Cause the only way you ever bring me is down. Oh, do it now, do it later. Don't think I'm a refrigerator to cool you off when you get high. 'Cause to be quite honest, I would rather be shot. Oh, do it now, do it later. Don't think I'm a refrigerator, elevator, generator, calculator, percolator. See you later. Do it now, do it later. Do it now, do it later. Do it now. Thank you. All right. What time we got? All right. Okay, Johnny's got a song here that we're going to have him sing it. It's on camera and going out. It's so good, I doubt whether he wrote it. It's just so good. So it's going to go out over the airwaves. There's going to be copyright lawsuit if this is actually not
no,
yours.
Not at all. This is a song for the Packers. I just saw some Minnesota guy just walk by in a Jared Allen jersey. That's a boo. But
Perfect timing.
perfect timing
Perfect
for this
timing.
song.
All right.
I root for the team that wears the green and gold. The Green Bay Packers, greatest team in the world. And if you think it's trash uniforms they wear, that's 'cause they're always taking out the Bears. The Green Bay Packers, the Green Bay Packers. That's 'cause they're always taking out the Bears. I root for the Packers and always have a hunch that they're a deep playoff run Packer type of bunch. And when those nasty Vikings start a raid, the Packers pack 'em up and throw a Super Bowl parade. The Green Bay Packers, the Green Bay Packers. Those Packers pack 'em up and throw a Super Bowl parade. The defense knows where to be on the field. Because of this play, it's turnovers they yield. Those Lions think they handle it with care, but when it comes to touchdowns, we get the lion's share. The Green Bay Packers, the Green Bay Packers. But when it comes to touchdowns, Packers get the lion's share. Broncos, Niners, Tampa, Seahawks, Cowboys, worst of all. They think they're high and mighty, they think they're standing tall, but really they're all just green with jealousy. 'Cause Packers MVP QB's not one, not two, but three. The Green Bay Packers, the Green Bay Packers. 'Cause Packers MVP QB's not one, not two, but three. Go Pack, go.
Johnny, we know that song's going to get picked up by the Packers.
Yeah, we gotta make it into a big
Go and play it
Cheesehead
live.
song. And if you're a fan of those other teams too, you know, it's all in good fun. And it's the friends in Nick and Friends that make it great. So we're happy to have you all. It's supposed to bring people together.
We got just a couple minutes left, so we're going to, first I want to thank everyone, then we'll just play a song and play it on out, and ends when it ends. So again, thanks to the Celebrity Ballroom. We got Brian Morello, such great hospitality. We got Anson, Jasmine, and we got Sky. Well, you guys don't see them, but you wouldn't see us without them, so, or hear us, as a matter of fact. We got Zach Werner here on bass, Amy Van Duren on the saxophone, Johnny Whitnabell on guitar, Voodoo with the very colorful Zubas back there. Voodoo on drums. I'm Nick DeMassis. We're Nick and Friends, and we're here every third Thursday, coming to you live stream.
This is a Friday.
We'll be here every third Friday as well. In between jobs, you cling to the pride and security robs. You've been pounding the pavement, looking for work. Your feet are so bloody, they no longer hurt. Well, when you were a child, they taught you in school, don't be the exception, be the rule. You went to college and you got your degree. Now you find that it's no guarantee. Sorry about that. You're just another contender. You're just another contender. Where they fed you with formulas, fractions and such, and other skills you no longer touch. You bit your tongue, you did your time. Now you find yourself standing in line. Oh! You've been trying so hard to believe things that you want.